100 FM The Pike, Worcester's Rock Station, and Poison. And coming up this Sunday, it's the End of Harvest Festival. Is that what we're calling it, John?
Yeah.
The End of Harvest Festival on Exchange Street here, right in the center of Worcester. Exchange Street is that street that connects Main Street and Commercial Street. So it's right there at the DCU Center, right behind the Palladium and off the rails, and right on Exchange Street is this beautiful bar called Moynagh's that I've been asked to leave several times. And you've never had to do that, John, thankfully.
No, you've always been good with me.
Yeah, because I'm afraid of you. But you guys are also involved in this. And this is it's going to be a big street festival that features mostly local things, anywhere from like local food, produce, to crafts and things like that. And like, who are some of the people that are going to be there, John?
Well, we have 35 vendors on that will hopefully fit on the street. I think we're going to do a good job at it. They include local farmers, food producers, crafters. We have some local ones. We have Woo Juice. We have Liberty Fish, who's bringing fresh fish from
so it's going to be seafood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. So this is going to be like Haymarket back in the day.
Yeah. You're going to have different farms from the area. Yeah. For instance, we have Deer's Horn Farm. We have Greater Good bringing in beer.
Oh, good.
A Tiny Leather Company. Lola's Psychic Readings.
Oh, my God.
You know?
Locally sourced psychic readings.
Yep.
All right? Just none of that chain stuff.
Yep. We're going to have ice cream from Mrs. Morikani's. I think she's bringing, I want to say, apple turnovers.
Oh, boy.
With ice cream on top of it.
Oh, you're triggering me.
There's even going to be something for pets. There's from Brew Biscuits.
Brew Biscuits is great. They use spent grain from breweries and distilleries, and they make treats out of them. Oh. My dog loves the Wormtown ones, but will not touch. There was one they use from a whiskey. Apparently, she's not a brown liquor girl because she won't even touch those. But they're great. That's good stuff right there. Yeah,
absolutely. There's also going to be live music at Off the Rails outside.
Oh, nice.
And they're going to have a beer garden down there.
Nice.
Offering up some locally brewed beer.
And there's plenty of places to park.
Yeah,
there's two big lots right there.
Yeah, they're giving free parking at the Palladium parking lot, which is great. And all the meters are free that day.
Oh, so awesome.
That works out really well.
That's great. And so this is this something that you guys plan on doing more of? Like, is this going to be a regular thing? Yeah,
we hope so. Stephanie Ramey, this is her baby. She's been great at organizing the entire thing. And actually people can look at the website. It's www.marketonexchange.com, and it's also on Instagram at Market1Exchange, and then on Facebook.com, Market on Exchange. We talked earlier in the spring, and she wanted to do this. It's a pilot program, and if it goes well and we get a lot of people there, it'll grow. And she's hoping to get it at least 4 weeks next year in October.
Nice.
So, end of the year. To help local farmers.
Right. And, got to help out the local farmers, local business, local artists.
Yeah.
Just come on down to Exchange Street. When can people start rolling in there?
It starts at 11 o'clock. I'm sure people, if you get there a little bit early, I'm sure people will welcome them to come in early,
sure.
Just to check out what's going on.
Yeah.
And it goes till 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And if you need to rest your legs, you can always go into Moynagh's. We'll be open up at 11.
That's right.
So we'll have the Pats on.
Very comfortable, very comfortable bar stools. Probably the most professionally poured Guinness pint in town. I'm very particular. I used to judge the best pint contest in Boston, and I've learned all of the fakakta rules that go into pouring a pint of Guinness. And you guys seem to follow the rules. I like that.
Little known fact though. It actually takes 7 minutes to pour a perfect Guinness. I was told that by an Irish person that came into the bar.
Okay.
I did one in like 2, and he's like, no, it has to be 7 minutes.
Well, you got to sit there and you got to put the glass down after the first half and turn the logo out. And then you got to let it all settle. You can't pour the second half while there's still bubbles going up there.
You have to pour the second half, and you have to push it away from you on the tap.
Right, yeah. So you pull in first, push out then, and then it has to have what they call a crown. Right. So it has to just go over the rim a little bit. And if anything goes over, you throw it out and you get to punch the guy in the face. No, you don't do that. Don't punch anybody in the face. Yeah. So, Moynagh's will be open. And then you guys will be featuring a locally made product. You actually made a sauce here, which is a great sauce marinade. I've had it; it's fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is a sauce that I've been serving as a caterer for over 35 years. The name of it is Moynagh sauce. It's a Filipino sweet sauce, and how it became, the origins of it is that my brother's ex-wife was a Filipino woman from Hawaii, and when she came to live here, she brought this chicken sauce with her, this recipe, and I loved it. I never got sick of it. I always thought it was a teriyaki, but she just called it chicken
it's
sauce.
more than that.
It's sweeter than a teriyaki.
Yeah. And it's a little thicker.
You're right.
Yeah.
And so I sold it for years, kind of passing it off as my teriyaki, and then I finally decided, getting into my 60s, that I want to start something new, of course.
Hey, never too late.
Yeah. So I decided to bottle it, so I had to come up with a name, and one of my customers said, why don't you just call it Moynagh, short for my teriyaki, even though it's not a teriyaki. So I came up with that name, and I trademarked the name, and now it's mine, and it's on, you can order it online at moyaghisauce.com. You'll eventually be able to get it on the Pike.
Yeah, hopefully soon, right? Yeah, we may have a sweet
soon.
deal going.
Get a sweet deal going.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it'll be in some of the markets, like we're just starting with small markets like McNuck's in Sturbridge.
Oh, yeah.
You can get it at the Worcester
place.
Marketplace, and also at Moynagh's Tavern.
Right.
So I sell it out of there. Anytime you come in, I can give you a taste, and you can decide whether or not you want to buy it.
I've had it. I put it on chicken as kind of a glaze and glaze it up, and it's so good.
Yeah, it goes on everything. Sushi.
Yeah, you put it on stir fry.
I just did a wedding this past weekend, and I put it on steak tips. People love it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So if you're over there on Sunday at the end of Harvest Market on Exchange Street, stop by Moynagh's, grab a bottle of Moynagh sauce. Again, locally made. Support. That's what this is all about, supporting local business, supporting local products, and getting people together in the middle of the city.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, now I'm starving, right? Yeah, and thirsty also. Yeah, Moynagh's, again, I always bring this up when I talk to you, and it still seems to be a little contentious. Moynagh's is the oldest continuous running tavern in Worcester.
Well, we say now it's the oldest continuing license.
So, okay.
I would give the oldest tavern, to me, is the Vernon Hotel. It was open before Prohibition. They had a speakeasy during Prohibition.
Yeah.
And then they reopened when everyone else did. So technically, I would say they are.
Okay.
But as far as liquor licenses, we are the oldest. And we have the original hanging up in our bar, 1935.
Wow. And then you and the Vernon have a Babe Ruth connection.
Yeah. Babe Ruth, it was a bowling alley back in the 1920s. Babe Ruth used to go up there and bowl because he was a big bowler. He would stay at the Vernon, go to Holy Cross games, go to our place to play, to bowl.
Right.
And in 1978, we had a fire at the bar. It destroyed the bar. And the carpenter that redid it knew about him bowling on the alley upstairs, a specific alley.
Yeah.
So he went upstairs, he cut it all up, and we made it the bars and the tables.
Nice.
So the claim to fame is that Babe Ruth bowled on our bar. So people can come down, take a look at it,
See,
a little bit of history.
When I first heard that, I thought it was like he was like tying one on and whipped out the bowling ball and was literally bowling on your bar.
We've actually thought about doing that for any celebrities that come in, have a little thing set up so that they can just bowl the ball
that's
down
awesome.
the bar.
Yeah. And you've had some bands in there because the Palladium's right over there, DCU Center's there. I know during like the New England Metal and Hardcore Festival, a lot of the bands like to hang out in there.
Yeah. Anthrax, Hatebreed, Black Label.
Oh my God. Did you have Zach Wilde in there?
He used to. He doesn't drink.
Right,
anymore.
he doesn't drink. He's a coffee drinker.
But
now.
he's coming for a Pepsi or something.
Okay. All right.
But we just had Hail the Sun. They just played at the Palladium.
Yeah.
They came in.
Yeah.
Great bunch of guys.
And being an Irish tavern, you had one of the most famous Irish men in the world.
Yeah.
Stop in there in the early days.
Right, yeah. Bono, he came in and had a pint. They were opening up for, I think, Jay Giles. I'm not positive. That's when they were on tour with them. But, the bartender didn't know who he was. He's like, how come you're not over at the concert with all the other young kids? And he's like, I just played. He's like, I'm the lead singer of the other band. So
Never heard of you.
No.
Never heard of you.
Not at that
Bono.
time, no.
All right. Well, that's this coming Sunday, Exchange Street here in Worcester. It's going to be blocked off. Starts at 11 o'clock. All locally sourced food, produce, farmers are involved, craftspeople, music, the whole deal. Moynagh's, you get the Moynagh sauce there.
And did you put up that link?
Yes.
So it's at, what is that link? Market. What is the link again, John?
It's marketonexchange.com.
Okay, you can get all the details there. Marketonexchange.com. And we hope to see you out there. I'll be out there, definitely.
I'll be out there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm coming to see you for that perfect pint.
Yeah.
All right. John Kenneway from Moynagh, thanks for coming in, man. Let
Thank
us
you
know
very
what's
much.
going on. All right.
Find out